What's going on, everyone? Alex De Silva, happy as Larry Group. I hope you are well. Welcome to another daily dose of happiness. How have you been? Feels like I haven't done a video for a long time. I know it's only been a few days, but I want to stay consistent and I want to kind of keep going with these. And I want to do another self-care. I want to carry on down the self-care episodes as we are, further down. I guess the pandemic crisis, quarantine, wherever we are at the moment. First of all, how have you been? How has been things with you? That was completely really bad Brazilian English. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been looking after yourself and your family and your friends. And I hope that you are on the up and you're feeling positive and you're happy. I'm feeling good so far this week. Had a bit of a wobble last week. Wasn't feeling too great, and then we've kind of we're in a good place. I'm very grateful every single day that my emotions aren't up and down like this all the time. Completely yo-yo. 1 minute I'm up, the next minute I'm down. I'm really just grateful that I can stay consistent. And that's been one thing that I'm really grateful for, is just consistency around my emotions, consistency around my work, my relationship, and I try my best. Never perfect, but always try to kind of learn, grow, and develop. All of the things that I talk about very often. So today, I wanted to talk to you guys about self-care. And as I mentioned on the bio, the blurb, I want to talk to you guys about 3 things. So actually, I think it's 4. So walking, healthy foods, yoga, and rest. 4 things which are really important in the current place that we are at the moment. Fingers crossed, on Thursday we're going to hear some further news as to where we are, and I'm feeling really optimistic, if I'm honest, that things are going to start to be a little bit more relaxed. I think we'll be able to start seeing more family and possibly friends, not in huge crowds, but hopefully that will be the case. Hopefully some services like coffee shops and restaurants, hopefully they'll open again. That would be nice, but again, depending, seeing how what the government says and what our new guidelines are going to be. But I am starting to feel really optimistic. I know people are starting to feel a lot more confident, a lot happier again, which is good. And I think we're coming to the other side now, which is absolutely fantastic. But what this means is, let's not stop doing the self-care. Let's not stop, looking after ourselves, looking after each other, making sure that we're putting ourselves first, making sure that we're looking after ourselves, healthy mind, healthy body, healthy spirit, making sure that we're keeping up with our daily routines. And if we do get a little bit more lenience around what's going on at the moment, let's make sure that we're increasing those positive things that we're doing for ourselves. So, I wanted to talk about walking. I'm a huge fan of going to the gym. I do CrossFit. I do it competitively, and unfortunately, I can't do it. So we've been training at home. Our coaches have been doing Zoom workouts and programming every single day. They're absolutely phenomenal. Love them. Some of them I hate until afterwards, when I realize actually it's a great workout. But for some people, it's not for them. So walking is a great thing. Lucy and I did our training this morning. Ruby went to bed, and then she had a little afternoon nap, and then this afternoon we went out for a couple of hours to take her out, because she hasn't been out. We didn't go out yesterday, and we wanted to make sure that we went out today. The weather's been bad as well, so last week we didn't go out very much because it's not really fair on Ruby, and as there is not huge amounts to do either, we were actually at home a lot. So the beautiful, the weather is absolutely beautiful as well. So we wanted to just go and take her for a nice walk. So we did. We went for a really nice walk around where we live. Thankfully, it's a garden city, so it's very green, it's very beautiful, and the weather helped. And we walked past a few people safely, but everyone seems to have been smiling. Everyone says hello, which is really lovely. And walking is great. It's a great form of exercise, it's a great way to kind of get out and about and just get some fresh air. And I know people that can walk 4 miles, and I highly recommend it. If you want to start exercising, if you want to get into that kind of routine, start slowly. Just start with walking. Just go out and about and just walk, a mile or 2 miles, sometimes without even thinking about it. If you walk, like we walked for a couple of hours, I was running around after Ruby, and those kind of steps add up. And even though we're not particularly kind of walking anywhere far, just being able to be active even in a short space is still, you're still doing a lot. So make sure that you're taking advantage of those things. It is so easy to kind of just get caught up in staying at home, playing video games or watching Netflix and watching movies, which, by the way, I love. We've just gone through a number of programs, and but look, it's all fun. It's just doing things that we can enjoy. So one of the other things I wanted to touch on was healthy foods. We've been very mindful around that. We've both been a little bit cheeky with our foods. I love chocolate, I love cookies, I love biscuits, and we've been treating ourselves. So thankfully I still train, not as hard as I usually would when I can go to the gym. And living in an apartment as well, living in a flat is hard because I can't bring the equipment from the gym to here. Very minimal stuff that we were able to bring. Still doing everything that we can, but we've been very mindful. So if we do have some treats, we'll make sure that we eat healthy. And one of the main things around eating healthy is to make sure that you're feeding your body the right things, fueling your body, particularly now that your immune system has to be at its highest level. Highest level for you, highest level for me. We're all very different depending on age, gender, what we do, how we treat ourselves, whether you're a smoker, you're a drinker, you're not. So, there are kind of variance levels around this stuff. So making sure that you're eating healthy, you're eating fruits and vegetables, and you're eating the right things at the right times. This will help you every single day to make sure that your body is staying healthy, but your immune system is doing that for you as well. And as you are going out and about now and getting some fresh air, that's great, because whatever germs are in the air, our immune system's still working, and we want to make sure that we're doing that, to keep ourselves strong in that sense. And healthy foods will help that. Vitamin D is a huge one. Make sure that if you're not able to go out and about, go online and you can buy vitamin D3 spray for you and the kids. Lucy and I bought a spray for both of us, and we bought one for Ruby as well, which is like a little drop that you can put on their breakfast. We usually put it on her breakfast or her bottle, so she gets vitamin D3 every single day as well. And why is it so important? Vitamin D3 helps to strengthen your immune systems, but most importantly, it helps with your respiratory system, and that is where this virus attacks. So taking your vitamin D, going out when the sun is out safely, and making sure that you're getting that vitamin D is fantastic. And scientists are now starting to say that vitamin D, so if you go out into the sun, it's actually killing the virus a lot quicker than you actually staying at home. So there are some really positive things coming out now, which is phenomenal. So make sure that you are eating your healthy foods and you're getting the right vitamins inside you as well. I wanted to touch on yoga and rest, and I'll touch on both of them at the same time. It's so important to make sure that if we are taking part in exercises, and if we are training, or if you are going on long walks, make sure that if you can't do that, then do some yoga. Yoga is a phenomenal way for two things: from a mindfulness perspective, because there is always an element of meditation in there as well, because you always have to be very focused, and it's such a calm and sometimes a little bit strenuous way of also exercising, but it kind of gets you mobile. It helps you with your joints, it helps you with your muscles, helps you to stay in a good place. Again, helps you to raise those immune systems, it helps you to stay healthy, and it helps you to continue to kind of stay strong as well. It's great for fatigue, especially if you're in the house as well when you can't leave. It's really, really good just to be able to kind of keep moving those joints and, you know, and lengthening your muscles. You know, you will thank yourself for doing these things every single day. And it doesn't have to be strenuous. You can do, you know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, how, you know, whatever level you're at. There are some phenomenal videos I'll actually share. We know a great yoga teacher. I'll put a link to her videos, and you can go on there and check them out. So, you know, she's phenomenal. And lastly, sleep, people. Sleep. Get some rest. Lucy and I have been getting loads of rest, which is actually quite nice. Ruby's been sleeping loads. We've been sleeping plenty. We get little naps in the afternoon, and I've got to be honest, man. Look at me. I look great. I feel great. You know, it's probably one of those times. Lucy and I were walking on our way back home. We said, you know what? I've actually enjoyed this quarantine. It's been nice because we got to spend time together. Of course, Brandon and Maddie aren't here, so we miss, you know, the rest of our family. But you know, we get to speak to them as often as we can. But it was really nice just to be able to see each other more, to be with each other. You know, although sometimes Ruby is a little bit of a tearaway and she's just chaos. You know, she can get a little bit, she can get a bit, you know, yeah, she's just a ball of energy sometimes. That's what I was trying to find a word. And but it's been amazing, and you know, these are times that often we take for granted. So you know, it's so important to make sure that we get enough rest, and we're looking after ourselves. And these things, again, bringing back to self-care. You know, it's so easy to kind of get caught up in, you know, watching TV until really, really late, you know, waking up really, really late and kind of just wasting a day away. These things are going to take a huge toll on your body. It's going to take a toll, you know, on your mental health, on your eating as well, because often when you're feeling like that, you just want to gorge, you want to eat bad foods, and you want to make sure that you are, again, I keep repeating myself, but just doing the right things for yourself. It is so important right now that, you know, and I see a lot now, a lot of positivity on TV, thankfully, on some of the adverts of people exercising together and doing a ton of stuff online, which is phenomenal. So, you know, there are so many communities now. You know, Lucy and I work a 12-step program, so you know, there are, you know, tons of meetings online now that you can go to, but there are also tons of, you know, communities that are, you know, online as well, where you can go and you can be around people, and friends are creating those as well. So do that with your friends. Continue to do those things. Continue to move. Continue to do your exercises, whatever suits you, and enjoy this rest. Enjoy this time. Enjoy, you know, the peace of mind. Enjoy family time. You know, enjoy not having to worry about things. You know what? It's been really interesting. I know we're in a bit of a pandemic, but we haven't really had to worry about very much. If anything, it's actually been quite an exciting time for us. You know, which is a huge blessing. So, as always, have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, be great, be fantastic, and be absolutely phenomenal today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for comments. Thank you for sharing. And look, continue to watch, continue to share, and let's keep sharing the positivity. Reach out to someone today. Tell them about the video. Share the video. You know, suggest some of the things that you may have learned. We're all here for each other. So hit the like button, hit the comment, and share. And I will speak to you again very soon. Take care.